Wildcat Football Weekly, presented by Hughes Federal Credit Union, home of the official U of A debit card. Get yours today at hughesfcu.org.
Welcome to another edition of Wildcat Weekly with head coach Kevin Sumlin. It's homecoming on the U of A campus. Wildcats and the Oregon Ducks coming up Saturday night at 7:30. Lots going on around homecoming, but of course the game itself is what we want to get set for, and we'll get to the Ducks in a moment. Coach, and I'll paraphrase a bit here. You mentioned after the game at UCLA when you talked to your players about, and you're very supportive of them, of course, but also about them taking responsibility for everything they do on the field. And has this been a receptive group in that area?
I think so. I think it wasn't just about players, it's coaches, it's everybody in the room, and just taking ownership of what you have. And you know, win or lose, it's yours, it's ours. And you know, what can you do as a player? What can we do as coaches to be 2 points better than we were last week? And when you sit back and think about that, then I think, to me, you know, there's a lot of things I can do that could have got us 2 more points, and there's a lot of things that if everybody looks at it that way, then, you know, we're going to be a better team.
You now have 2 quarterbacks who have started games this year. You have a third that has played in some games this year. So can I ask, do you feel that if everyone's healthy, do you feel like your quarterback depth could be a plus here down the stretch?
Well, it could be. You know, we've got to get them healthy. We've got some experience. We've got some guys that have had some good moments, and you know, certainly Rhett has a couple things he'd like to take back from last Saturday, but you know, his ability to move the team and give us an opportunity to win, you know, at the end, that matters. And so that depth, I think, will help us down the stretch. And if Khalil's able to play, he's able to play. But we will feel better right now just about who's in the game and the ability if something were to happen to a quarterback than putting those guys in there.
J.J. Taylor and Gary Brightwell ran the ball exceptionally well in the Rose Bowl. How valuable can that be, no matter what the quarterback is, but in particular when you have someone who hasn't played a lot, to have those guys, not just them, but the entire offense running the ball?
Yeah, it takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback situation, as you just talked about. And so, you know, the ability to get 4 or 5 yards when we hand it off obviously puts us in a decent situation for third downs, and takes that third and long pressure off the quarterback. So those 2 guys are doing a nice job, but as I've said before, just like the quarterback situation, there's 10 other guys out there that make that work. And just like the running backs, there's got to be somebody blocking for them. There's got to be quarterbacks carrying out fakes. There's got to be people on the perimeter that create explosive plays. And so that's a credit to the team. But those guys have played pretty well last week.
Oregon comes to town on Saturday night. The image of the Ducks, and it has been for a long time, it's this wide-open, high-powered offensive team. They lead the conference in interceptions right now with 11. So I want to start out with defense, and what has Oregon got going?
Yeah, that secondary is really good. I mean, they've got 4 real experienced players back there. They go nickel. They've got 5. And, you know, they've got a pass rush that has affected a lot of different throws. But obviously in the back end, they've got very, very talented players that can allow them to mix up coverages, and you know, and really good enough to play man-to-man too. So, you know, they're a talented bunch back there, and they've been extremely productive.
Justin Herbert, their quarterback, leads the league in offense or pass efficiency, I should say. A lot of people have looked at him as a potential NFL guy here down the road somewhere. But what are his strengths? What does your defense have to do to try and neutralize him?
Well, he's mobile. At Pac-12 Media Days, I was like, who is that? That guy's is a bigger guy than I thought he was. I mean, he's, 6'6", can move, has played a lot, makes good decisions. I mean, he's got it all. So, you know, we've got to contain him, but we also got to, you know, make him speed up his decision-making process and really be extremely disciplined in our pass rusher lanes, and so that he doesn't get out, because you know, he makes a lot of great decisions. He makes great quick throws, but if you give him time back there, he's going to get it down the field. And if you rush him the wrong way, he's fast enough to get loose. So he's as in our business, he's a problem.
All right. Cats and the Ducks coming up Saturday night, homecoming at Arizona Stadium, and more Wildcat Weekly right after this.
Life is what you make it, full of endless possibilities and opportunities at every corner. In our fast-paced world, Hughes helps you with what matters most, delivering dreams, adding value to your life. Where you bank matters, for you, your family, and your future. We are local, rooted in the community you call home. Join us on the journey of life. Hughes Federal Credit Union, ranked the #1 credit union in Arizona by Forbes.
Wildcat Football Weekly continues, presented by Hughes Federal Credit Union, ranked by Forbes as the #1 credit union in Arizona. Learn more at hughesfcu.org/Best Credit Union.
Welcome back to another Wildcat Weekly. I'm Alex Eshelman. We have a huge game coming up against Oregon. We also have homecoming, and I'm here with senior Josh Pollack. He's a kicker, and speaking of kicking, he tied his career high of 3 made field goal kicks. You know, Josh, how do you feel like you have developed over time as a player here?
I mean, it's been a long journey. It's been 5 years. You know, there's been some ups and downs, but, you know, each miss is a learning experience, and same with each make. It's all learning, and so, you know, I think I've reached the point where I can really put it all together and make things happen.
How do you really, and speaking of putting things together, how do you practice on a daily basis? How do you get better?
You know, it's a lot of drill work. It's a lot of film. You know, sometimes taking some outside perspectives because you can't always see what you're doing because, you know, you're always kind of biased towards yourself. So it's hard to be totally, like, critical on yourself. So getting help from, like, outside sources has helped a lot, too, you know, whether it's a kicking coach or, you know, just a friend that might have saw some little thing that I can tweak.
Speaking of friends, you and Lucas are kind of a dynamic duo out there on the field. How do you guys feed off of each other's energy?
You know, we work well together. You know, coming off the sidelines, you know, it's a friendship. It's not a competition. So that makes it better. It helps because it's more supportive. And having another kicker, like, that's that high of a caliber, they see things, too, from the sidelines. So, you know, say you do miss in a game. You can't go back and watch the film during the game to know what, like, went wrong. But, you know, say he misses, I miss. We can ask each other, did you see something? And, you know, it's easier to go on to the next kick knowing what to fix.
What are the challenges coming with going out there and only having one shot?
Well, you know, it's never easy only having one shot because you either make it or you miss it, and you don't have that many attempts over an entire season. So each chance really matters, but you can't really look at it like I have one shot. You kind of just look at it like this is the kick, let's go to this kick, and no other kick really matters right now. So whether it's practice or a game, it's all the same.
You've played Oregon a number of times, and the last time we played Oregon at home, I know that you remember the huge win, the crowd rushed the field. How important is the fans, and what do they mean to your overall experience here at Arizona?
You know, it's a big deal. Just the environment, it's something to look forward to. It's something to get excited about. It helps with the energy on the sidelines, you know. It just keeps you in the game because you're playing for something. You're playing for somebody, and, you know, having a big support network is big in anything.
And this is your last year here at Arizona. What are your plans after college?
Next year, after I finish my master's this year, I'm going to go to law school at Michigan State.
Oh, congratulations. Why do you want to go to law school?
Well, to be a lawyer.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Josh. Congratulations and good luck this weekend. We'll be right back on the next Wildcat Weekly. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for watching Wildcat Football Weekly, presented by Hughes Federal Credit Union, home of the free U of A Visa debit card. Get yours today at hughesfcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.